guys are living your best lives. And today is special because I'm doing a 1,000 subscriber Q&A. So I want to get right into these because I have so many questions from you guys to answer. So I want you guys to just sit back, relax, don't worry about a thing, and just listen to all these questions. Alright, the first question is, what kind of pet would you choose if you had the chance to have any? This is by Ace Christian. So, what kind of pet would I choose? So I actually had a dog almost all my childhood. So if I had to choose any pet, I would probably choose a dog because I'm most familiar with dogs. However, I kind of have an interest in getting a cat because they seem really chill, they seem really calm, and cuddly, and the right cat I feel like would be really fun to have. Also, a dog would be cool, so I'm kind of in between dog and cat for the future. So that was the first question. Also, I'm going to be doing a lot of hand fluttering and hand sounds in between the questions. So, second question is, what is the best advice you've ever been given? This is from Alejandro Herrada. The best advice that I've ever been given. This is really hard because I've been given a lot of good advice, not necessarily from someone in person, but from just anywhere, YouTube, online. I've been given a lot of good advice, but probably the best advice I've ever been given is to let love guide you, not fear, and always follow your heart, follow your passion. Because to me, what I'm starting to realize is that nothing matters more than your internal state of being. At the end of the day, that is all that matters. Happiness is all that matters. Your internal state of being is really all that matters, because everything else comes after that. Law of attraction. If you vibrate at that frequency, everything's going to come to you, everything you'll ever need. So that is the best advice that I've ever been given. And Ralph Smart talks about that a lot. Let love guide you, not fear. And just in the spiritual community, that's a very common thing. One love, it's so true. That is so very true. So that was the second question. Third question is, how did making an ASMR channel affect your life? How did making an ASMR channel affect my life? So I will say that one thing is that I started waking up a lot earlier, because throughout the past 8-9 months or so, however long I've been doing this, I've had to wake up pretty early in order to get peace and quiet. It's 3 a.m. right now, and I have to wake up at this time in order to film in peace and quiet, because, as you guys know, these mics pick up everything around me, and me being in the city right now, this is the only time that I can film. And if you ever see cuts in the video, you see my transitions, that's because there was a noise around me. And even when I was in the suburbs, I still had to wake up at 5 a.m. so I could film in some peace and quiet. So that's one thing. Any life realizations these past 8 months? That's the next question. Life realizations I've had. 2021 has been a crazy year, craziest year of my life. So much change. One thing I realized is that the numbers on YouTube do not really matter. I haven't fully realized this yet, but as I've grown on YouTube, I've realized that numbers and however many followers you have doesn't matter at all, because like I said, only your internal state of being matters. You can have 1 million subscribers, but you can be depressed on the inside. So that's a big life realization that I've been having. And the third one, ultimate life advice. Again, going back to what I already answered, let love guide you, not fear. It's crazy how powerful this is, and I've been realizing that another thing that connects to this is that you're in control of your own internal state of being. We are the creators, we are the co-creators of our own reality. We have the free will to choose what we focus on in this reality. And if you focus on positivity and your emotions, great things will happen to you. And it's really amazing. So, those three were from Yes Marco. Big shout out to Yes Marco, my biggest supporter. Thank you for all the support, all the comments. Yeah, you know I appreciate you. Thank you. Alright, next set of questions. What is your favorite crystal and why? So, I actually brought my favorite crystal, I would have to say, is Snowflake Obsidian. Now, this is my favorite because, one, the properties is grounding and confidence and basically just stability wherever you are, and I love that aspect of obsidian. And also, it's very smooth, and I love the way it feels with these little white marks. I can't really explain it, but I just love it. And if you have a connection with the crystal, you would know what I'm talking about. I also love this one because it connects with the heart chakra. This is chrysoprase, so I love all my crystals, but I think Snowflake Obsidian, chrysoprase, or amethyst would have to be my favorites. If you could live in any other country, where would you live? So, this is kind of tough, but I haven't really put much thought into this, and I'm answering all these on the spot, by the way. So if I could live in any other country, I would probably live somewhere by the ocean. I would probably live in Greece. Greece is a wonderful place, and I am 50% Greek, so living in Greece would be awesome. Great weather, great beaches, great water, a lot of nature. Anywhere where there's a lot of nice nature. Mountains would be cool, because I'm not used to mountains right now. So yeah, Greece. Next one, do you think there could be other civilizations in the universe? And my opinion on this is absolutely 100% yes. There could be other civilizations in the universe. And I believe that if you look up in the sky at night, you see all the stars. And just that fact alone, just looking up at the stars at night, shows that there's so much out there we have no idea. We have no idea what's out there. So yes, I definitely believe there could be other civilizations. Next question, if you could travel back to the past, what time period would you visit? This is tough. I would probably visit maybe the medieval times. I think I would visit the medieval times just because, like, the good part of the medieval times, not all the killing and stuff, but yeah, I just love that time period. I think it's really interesting. And what is something new you would like to try? Something new I would like to try. I had an answer for this one, but I forgot. I think I would like to try. Oh yeah, I would like to try to travel more in my life. I really have an interest in traveling, and I love to travel. And specifically solo traveling. I would love to solo travel in the future. Go on trips by myself, far away. I think that would be so much fun. And these questions were from Mika M. Shout out to you, Mika M. Alright, next question. Do you like to read? What kind of books? And do you have any favorite books? From Daniel Silva. Yes, I like to read. Not as much as I used to, but I do like to read. What kind of books? I almost always read fiction books because I've said this before, but I love to enjoy reading. I love to have fun when I read, and fiction books provide the experience of really enjoying the book, really getting into a book. And I love it when you really get into a book and you look forward to reading it. And fiction books like Harry Potter, The Hobbit, and Lord of the Rings, I'm going to read. Those kind of books really interest me. Favorite books. One of my favorite books is The Hobbit. I love that book. Just a really amazing book. Also, Harry Potter books. Those are common, but I love those books. And that would have to be it for that. Next question. What food have I always wanted to try? And would you film yourself trying it? So this is an interesting one, but I've always wanted to try, ever since I became vegan in 2020, September of 2020, I've kind of always wanted to try jackfruit, and I've never tried it. So jackfruit's supposed to be like a meaty texture, a meat substitute, and I've never tried it yet, so I would like to try that. Also, there's some fruits that I want to try, like guava, star fruit, passion fruit. I want to try like exotic tropical fruits like that. I like papaya. I've tried that, and some other ones. So that was from Randy Runs Fast. Shout out to you. Next question. What places in the world do you know, and which would you like to know? So I'm assuming this means like which places have you been to? So I've been to Mexico. I've been to the United States. Those are like the two major countries I've been to. I'm really familiar with the Midwest in the United States because I live there. So that's a place I know. And which place would I like to know? I've always, for some reason, even as a kid, I've always had an interest in the West Coast and Oregon. For some reason, I don't know why. And now that I'm older, I'm realizing Oregon would be awesome. I know it's crazy there, but all the trees and the beach by the trees, the redwoods, I think that would be a really amazing place to go. Also, Colorado, Denver, all the mountains, the Rocky Mountains, the nature and the hiking trails. I would love that so much. Because if you guys know me, I love to go out in nature for long walks. Hiking is something I enjoy. And living in Colorado would just be absolutely amazing. Do you know any song in Spanish? I do not know any songs in Spanish. And the next one is, can you say a phrase in Spanish? So I did take 3 years of Spanish, but how they teach it at school is not like amazing. Like, you're not gonna be able to speak fluently. Whereas if you actually travel to Mexico or Spain, you would learn how to speak pretty quickly. But I can say a few phrases. So, hoy es un día. I gotta think of an adjective. Hoy es un día fabuloso. Today is a fabulous day. Yo tengo mucho. Yo tengo que comer mucho comida. I have to eat a lot of food. That's really all I got off the dome. So, okay, next one. Strangest gift or surprise you have ever received. Man, strangest gift I've ever received. I'm not too sure about this. Alright, the strangest surprise I can think of in my life was when I found out that my sister was pregnant with my current 7-year-old nephew. That was probably the strangest surprise I've ever received because I was not expecting that whatsoever. And yeah, it was just crazy. Like, I was so like, holy cow, my sister is actually gonna have a kid. That just didn't make sense to me. I was 11 years old and I was an uncle, and that just did not make sense to me. So that is the strangest surprise I've ever received. Shout out to Maxie Argota. what kind of ASMR do you listen to? Do you have any favorite ASMR artists? From Annie the Giant. So, me personally, I don't listen to much ASMR. Here and there, I listen to ASMR, and if I do, my favorite ASMR artist has to be probably Young Prince ASMR, because he inspired me to actually keep going with ASMR and keep filming ASMR videos. Also, Jordan Green is one of my favorite YouTubers. He used to do ASMR videos, and he is a big inspiration to me. And yeah, but Young Prince ASMR has to be my favorite ASMR artist. I also enjoy, I wanted to say this, I've always enjoyed watching mukbangs. That's the main kind of ASMR I've always enjoyed watching. So I used to watch so many mukbang videos, not just ASMR, but Matt Stoney, Furious Pete, Nikocado Avocado when he was normal. Right now, if you know, he's not normal. But no hate to him, but yeah, if you know, you know. I would watch all kinds of mukbang YouTubers. Eric the Electric, yeah, Matt Stoney, Furious Pete, Steven Sushi. I would just watch so many. So mukbang ASMR artists are probably my favorite. Also, Binaural Eats ASMR. That's like the main ASMR YouTuber that I watched for a long time. Binaural Eats ASMR. Next page. I have to hurry up with these. So, what got you into spirituality? And why did you start an ASMR channel? From Edwin Mendoza. So, spirituality. I did not get into it voluntarily. It chose me. So, in my own life, in order to have a spiritual awakening, I believe you have to have a breakdown. You have to experience the lowest of the low in life in order to have that desire to improve and to change your life completely. And that's what triggers an awakening, being at the lowest of the low in life. So I didn't choose to make my life this way. I didn't choose to adopt this lifestyle. I was led to it from the universe, from myself, from my intuition. I was just led. This is a path, it's a journey, and you keep being led exactly to where you need to go. So I was led into spirituality. I did not get into it. What got you into it has to be just life events that happen. So many factors, but yeah. Why did you start an ASMR channel? So ASMR is great because you can talk about anything. You can have a specific niche in between ASMR. It's like there's sport ASMR artists, there's mukbang ASMR artists, there's all different kinds of ASMR artists, and that's what I love about ASMR. So that's why I started an ASMR channel. What are some of your hobbies? So my main hobby has to be getting out in nature. Right now, getting out in nature, going for long walks, exercising like that is really good for your body and really good for your mental health. Boosts your immune system, boosts your serotonin, everything good it comes with exercise, walking, getting out in nature, breathing fresh air. Another hobby, I do play golf, and I like to read, and I like to make food. I really love to cook, and I'm definitely going to film some cooking videos. Alright, what made you, that was from Arizona Dingus, by the way. And what made you go vegan? What made me go vegan? So, honestly, seeing on YouTube, a lot of people start to talk about health and nutrition, and proper health and nutrition, what that means. Like, big one was Von Chu Cut in September of 2020. Von Chu Cut, I watched a lot of, and he talked a lot about veganism and the right foods to eat, and the main reason was for my own health. That's why I went vegan, because I wanted to become healthier, my healthiest version, and other reasons have sprung up as a byproduct, but that's the main one. That was from Brit Kathleen. Next one. Who is your celebrity crush? I was thinking about this when I wrote this down, and I really struggle with this one. I really don't know who my celebrity crush is, but if I had to say one, I would have to say Ariana Grande, because I like to listen to her music. I watched her on Victorious, and yeah, she has to be the main one from Randy Runs Fast again. Alright, who do you look up to and why? So, someone I've looked up to for a while now is Ralph Smart on YouTube. I look up to him because he is an amazing inspiration. He is kind of where I want to be in life. YouTube Gold Award, changing people's lives, spreading positivity, spreading love, and the message he sends out really resonates with me because I had a spiritual awakening. He had a spiritual awakening. So many people did, and the message he sends out is so powerful and amazing. So I look up to him. Do you believe in a religion/God? So I am quite a spiritual person, but I'm literally open to anything. What I believe is that we don't know anything as humans. We could be in a simulated game right now. There could be a God. Religion could be real, but the thing is, there's so many different religions, so it's hard to tell, but I'm open to anything. But what I really do believe is that every living being is God. God is the infinite, universal energy. That's what I believe God is. Not a being outside of us, but us. Life, energy, consciousness. The trees, the earth, the sky, the water, the plants, everything that is living and growing, I believe is God. Yeah. What are your long-term life goals? So, one of my main goals is to obviously inspire a ton of people, inspire thousands, maybe millions of people on YouTube, and to become a not only big YouTuber, but successful YouTuber, inspirational YouTuber. So I want to be, do you believe that dreams have meaning? Yes, 100%. I do believe that dreams have meaning. I believe they have deeper meanings. They're sometimes very complicated, sometimes very weird meanings, not very direct, very under the surface. But yes, I do believe they have meanings. And final question. How do you personally approach important decisions? So important decisions I approach by following my intuition. So in any decision, I do whatever resonates with me the most. I do whatever I feel would be best for me. So I trust my intuition. I trust also that everything happens for a reason. And I just go forward and choose what's best for me. So that was from Jay Jackson. Shout out to you. So guys, it's been an amazing journey so far with this channel. I appreciate all of your questions and all of your support throughout the last 9 months so far. Many more months to come. I love all of you guys so much. You guys are my family. I love you. So with that, have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the